Hey y'all, we are in Austin, Texas, and I'm standing in front of the White Pearl. We're off to the Dvorak tournament in Mackenzie, Illinois.
It's open season, Bader.
There is a 61-600. They're going to be under 1330. First track recap of the cross-country season.
Welcome to the first episode of Run Junkie.
I can take you in the late place, anytime, any place.
3 minutes into the bout, we got one takedown each.
Russell! 346.93! He just got the American record!
Nice. The White Pearl. How's it look? It looks pretty good. Our home, it's got the same smell, man. I actually love this smell. So we had a TV up here. We actually had a PlayStation. We had a CB radio. We never knew how it worked, but we'd try.
Let us know where we should stop. If we want to go for a run, if you want us to interview someone, let us know on the way. And yeah, man, this is going to be HQ.
What does it say? I don't know how many miles it is, but I mean, we had to put 100,000 miles in or so.
So we still have 6 hours to go, bottom line.
So I remember pulling out of our driveway on our first trip, and I said, hey, we have 2 rules. You never turn down a place to stay and never turn down a meal. And we got really good at both.
1:23 a.m. Everything's uploaded, ready to go.
In 2006, when we started, video on the internet was not a thing. There wasn't much social media, so there was no influencers or vloggers. My brother Martin had an idea and he wanted to talk with me about it. And he busts into my room at about 2 a.m. and I was asleep. He pulled out his computer and showed me a video of a coach.
After college, I started going and talking to the top wrestlers and coaches across the country.
Telling a story about not even wrestling, but about life. And he told me, hey, I'm gonna do this for wrestling. I want you to do this for track, and then we'll start from there. And instantly I knew that this is something that could be big. And so we got a big mat, we put pins in it. We found this baby here for $3,000 on Craigslist in Dallas, Texas. And on the way down, it broke down. Like we went bankrupt on our first purchase.
How the hell does that reach?
After we came back from our 2-month trip traveling and filming, we said, hey, we should post a video a day. And from that first video, it resonated with the community, but also brands started noticing. And so we got our first check from Adidas and then another one from Reebok. And we knew that we had to move on from the White Pearl as our place to work, and we needed to have an office. So we picked the best office we could find, the greenhouse.
Oh, nice shot, Martin. Bader gets his hip.
There's a little baby running across the street. It's not good.
I showed up to my first day of work at FloSports at this office. It's not what I expected. Hi.
We're not selling you anything,
Okay.
but we're with a company called FloSports.
Right.
And we actually started out of this house. Yeah.
20 years ago.
I remember being in this house and just, we would come up with ideas, right? And we had the freedom to bring those ideas to life. This was like the living room, the creative space, the like, I slept
The
here
boardroom.
often. It was like, we just kind of went with where the wind was blowing.
Yeah.
And things happened and we all helped one another.
It was like a free-for-all, and you just grabbed a desk and very loose. We didn't know how we were going to make money, but we figured if we can just make something really, really cool and authentic in our sports, we'll figure out how to monetize it. And we totally did. You know, you use the space better than us. I don't think we had desks.
Let's go. Omar, that was great, dude.
Thanks, man.
Thank you so much.
Oh no.
What was that?
Omar, do you got a broom or something? It wouldn't be a visit at the original HQ if it didn't end in something breaking.
Fine.
There's Derek. Chris Derek. There's.
It really felt like the Wild West, and we were pushing the boundaries of the internet. It was opening up, it kind of felt like the secret door. People had never seen people train for the Olympics and at the IOC. People had never seen the European circuit in track and field.
All right, here we are.
Here we are, we're here. A little walk down memory lane with Mark Bader. Yeah, we're driving to our first place that we had that felt like an HQ. Usually someone wasn't wearing a shirt.
This was the end of the no shirt era.
The end of no shirt era. The other thing I remember about West 5th, I was on the road more than I was in Austin. And whenever I was in the office, I was super itchy. And I swear that we had fleas in that office. I think we had fleas, but this also coincides where the time you and I lived together and I realized after about 6 months that I had bed bugs. So to be fair, maybe it was the bed bugs.
Wow.
There she is.
She looks a little smaller than I remember.
Do not enter this area.
That's okay.
Do not park or store materials. You are not storing Vader here.
Oh my God.
Oh, they took down a wall.
Vader, what are you doing in here?
Just getting ready for your coots, you know? It's the coldest city on earth.
A lot going on in Flow Wrestling. We're gonna be covering the biggest, baddest events in the world.
Man, it feels like when we moved here, it was like the real thing.
You got a thing? You have a place to work?
A building with a sign on the side.
The vibe that I remember here too is like the most creative thing we can do in our sports. How could we bring that to the communities in a way they had never experienced before?
But you know, like the biggest pivotal thing that happened here was live streaming.
Standing up and it's finally here. We've been waiting for this match.
And us turning on live streaming and getting it behind a paywall and like, boom, the All-Star meet. Dave Taylor. Just totally transformed the business. It's huge success.
Yeah, subscription. We could actually deliver something to our customers of value and then grow what we were doing and this thing that we all loved and make it even bigger and better for the communities. I don't know what you remember about Cesar Chavez's office, but we were definitely growing.
We finally had a boys and girls bathroom here. First time ever.
We were getting up to 20 sports, new people in the building, had a new content person and a new show. So much is happening here. And it just feels like this train is moving.
Cheer.
Marching. I think we started rugby over here. All these things started coming together. And all of a sudden, this building, we're bursting at the seams, right? We're right here. We got a WeWork space. We're downtown on Dirty 6th. And it got to the point where it was like, man, we need to bring this company together. And we got to move again.
Can't see anything. There's such a glare. Yeah, it was nice all being back under one roof, and it just felt massive.
This is like slightly trendier than when we were here.
Lots of uncertainty in this office too, because this is where COVID happened for us.
Yeah.
This is our life now.
Hello.
Many of these riders have question marks over their seasons ahead.
Everything was getting shut down. All these tournaments, all these sporting events.
There were a lot of hard times in the beginning of Flow. Grit is one of our core values because you have to be grit to be successful.
I love y'all boys. Let's go.
It was our loyal community and our subscribers that got us through that.
We're a company that lives off of live events with no events, and we're still here.
That's resilience.
When things don't go your way, you get the next best thing right now. You get back in it.
I remember Mark talking about if we can get to the point of profitability, we own our own destinies. Articles that
To make $1 anywhere is hard. And to have a business that's lasted 20 years, the number one quality that I think maybe I and the early people have is the ability to fail and keep on going. Having that ability to wake up the next day and keep going, I think that's our biggest trait.
It's been a crazy journey. Looked at where we started, where we've gone, the people and the talent we have in this building. Like, the culture is amazing.
And we've truly built something that our customers love. Not only that, but we're a profitable business in these niche sports that used to have really nothing.
Where do we go from here?
I'm excited about the people and the culture we have right now. It is hard work understanding that this isn't easy, and if it was easy, everyone would do it. So that focus on making a great product for the customers and really trying to deliver for them, and if we can continue to do that, we'll have a great company. I don't know, it's 2:20. Feels like we should have more workers here. Yeah, so this is the new place. Super excited about it. 30,000 square feet. This would be the gathering area for huddle ups, have partners in here. Building out a bunch of more offices over there, over here. Let's go check it out. I don't know where my office is. Somewhere. I'm going to have an office, but I don't know where it is. There'll be a line of where I pace. This is my pacing here. Yeah, it makes me really proud how far we've come as a company. In terms of track and field and wrestling, when we were younger, there was basically no way to watch. 2006, and before the internet, it was only linear/cable. There was only 24 hours in a day. The time slot that ESPN would give track and field or wrestling was in the middle of the night. You can't grow a sport that way. And so the internet allowed us to maybe wrestling in a couple hours a year to us streaming 40 mats at one time. That wasn't possible before the internet. That was a huge step change, and I'll say, you know, it's a buzzword, but AI is another one that's going to be another step change. One of the things that I think about a lot, how do we make it so cool that a little brother or a little sister that sees his brother or his sister wrestling or running track is like, that is awesome, I want to do that. And so when we can go and produce great content, tell great stories, and really make stars, then we're growing the sport. We have built this platform for these sports to actually grow, and no one knows how to do everything else better than us. We can become one of the largest sports media and technology companies in the world. All right, this is our new office. We'll see you here in 2026, and I'm expecting big things.